Want to record your own songs? At Jericho Music, we got all the gear, but look, you can buy a Ferrari, but don't mean you can drive like Michael Schumacher, does it? In fact, the best piece of gear we have is this. Without these, nothing works. We listen to your songs and help translate your ideas. Then you listen back. It's simple. Check us out.
All right, another Diesel song, second time up. It's called Crying Shame. Chantel, everybody.
Well, because there's only 3 of us now, so it could be either one of us, really. But no, I mean, we can only do the best we can anyway and see what happens.
Hey guys, you know those days when you just feel absolutely horrible? Like you don't even want to get out of bed and you just have that one person in your life, and I know you all know who that one person is, who's just always yapping and just doing your head in, absolutely. And it just makes you want to say, don't you know it's a crying shame when you've got yourself to blame? Don't you know it's a crying shame you've got yourself to blame? It's raining again. Something I wonder, it's something I said. It's words of sorrow and words of smile. You're in my head all through the night. Don't you know it's a crying shame when you've got yourself to blame? Don't you know it's a crying shame? I've got myself to blame. When you got yourself to blame, don't you know it's a crying shame? You've got yourself to blame.
Take my hat off to you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, finally, the polite wedding singer has left the building. Chantel, the performer, stepped in, which is great. That's what I've been looking for. You just look like you're having much more fun tonight. You just look much more confident and relaxed. And I think the audience response is proof that that's working for you.
Yeah.
We've always known you can sing. That's never been in any doubt. But the stage performance is just on a completely different level tonight, and it's great to see.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
I thought that was a really brave intro, by the way, coming out with no what tonal.
Yeah, bell note.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I've done that before and cocked it up badly. So, yeah, really brave. Well done. A cappella's always really, really hard. I thought that our arrangement was really dynamic and perhaps even better than the original. Are you allowed to say that? It's a fantastic song. I thought it was excellent. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Come on, Chantel! Hello.
Don't do the chicken arms.
No.
Already told no chicken arms.
You have a boyfriend.
I have a husband.
All right, shut down.
What a good one.
Anyway, one more time for Chantel,
Oh, you can
everybody.
wear that.
I'm keeping this. Come on!
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Let's get the final singer up, shall we? Second time around, and this one is classic. Acca Dacca, long way to the top. Paula!
I haven't been in the bottom 2 yet, and hopefully I won't be again this week. The best thing that I can do is just make sure I learn the song inside and out and go into the bottom 2 song confidently, and that's all any of us can really do.
Paula, 35 years ago when that was first performed, it brought the house down. It has brought the house down every time since, and tonight is no exception. You are a legend.
Hi, Paula. There's so much I could say about that. I mean, it's such a classic song. Believe it or not, I actually saw AC/DC the year that came out. It's hard to believe I'm that old, but I am. And I fell in love with music at that point, and that pretty much performance you've just done there reminded me why I fell in love with music. It was fabulous, yeah, I loved it.
Thank you.
write anything, and I'm just...
Have you got a pen?
I was so excited through that whole performance. I was just... I just feel like I'm sitting here just like an adoring fan. That's all I can say. Your autograph.
My turn. Yeah, actually, I was going to say the exact same thing. Thanks. I kind of sat. I think this is the first performance I've seen tonight where I just sat here and enjoyed it and didn't really have to think about anything. So, well done. That's a true performance.
Paula! Wow. Why'd you pick that song? I mean, apart from the fact that it's totally awesome.
Because no one would expect Paula to sing AC/DC. So
I don't know about that. Come on, who thought that was kick-ass? Everyone, Paula.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben.
Okay, well now it's the difficult part of the night. Now, judges, it's the bottom two sing-off challenge. This is probably one of the most important ones you've done as well because you're going to end up with two singers for the grand final next week. Now, have you come to a decision?
We have.
Yeah, we have. It's not been easy by any means. Some fantastic performances tonight with only 3 people left, and they're all really good in their own right. It's just getting harder and harder. But yeah, someone's got to be in the bottom 2, so we've come to a decision.
What have you thought about tonight, Justin?
I have enjoyed this immensely, yeah. I hope to come back at some point. It'd be great.
Wow, we'll think about it. Okay, but seriously, the bottom 2 sing-off challenge, it works like this. The 2 singers out of the 3 that are deemed in the bottom 2 have to sing a song a cappella, no accompaniment, and tonight that song is Bob Evans' Don't You Think It's Time. So without any further ado, I'll leave it in your hands, judges. Let's get the final 3 up. Round of applause.
Okay, guys, this has been incredibly tough for all of us. I think the best thing that's come out of tonight's performance is that you've all really listened to what we've been telling you over the last few weeks and taken that on board. It's just so hard when there's 3 of you left and we've got to pick 2 of you to be in the bottom 2 sing-off challenge. There was a pretty heated discussion backstage, as I'm sure you can imagine. So, the bottom 2 sing-off challenge tonight. Firstly, Will. Your first performance, there was definitely some pitching issues in there, and we've discussed that before. It's something you really need to think about. Obviously, you're quite young still, so you've got plenty of time to work on that, which is a great thing. The second one's going to be a controversial one, and I'm going to explain why we've come to that decision as well. The second person in the bottom 2 is Paula. Now, the reason for that being, there's nothing absolutely wrong with your vocals, and you and Chantel are so good at vocally that we're having to get really picky now and pick on just really, really minor things. And we just felt tonight that Chantel really stepped up her game from where she was the week before. Just one thing we would like to say to you, Paula, obviously performances were fantastic. It's just really important that you've got such a huge fan base here, and deservedly so, but you mustn't get complacent about singing to them in particular and forgetting the rest of the audience that are here. That's a really important factor. So it's down to you 2 guys, so give it all you got.
Don't you think it's time to start anew, time for changing views, time to open up your mind. Well, don't you think it's time for moving on, time for growing strong, time to leave the past behind. Well, you've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Thank you. Thank you.
You've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Don't you think it's time to start anew, time for changing views, time for making up your mind. Don't you think it's time for moving on, time for growing strong, time to leave the past behind. You've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind. Oh, you've been on my mind.
Okay, guys, thanks for that. I know this is a really tough part of the competition for you. I think what you have to both remember is that this is top three, so to have got to the top three is a fantastic achievement in itself. So whoever goes out tonight, you know, you can only go further from this and take it as a great experience and be proud of what you've achieved so far. This is tough. And I know this is going to make me pretty unpopular. I'm afraid tonight's journey ends for you, Will.
Will, everybody, standing ovation. Congratulations, mate. Absolutely stellar performance for the whole series.
Thank you.
You've got to be proud of yourself.
Yeah, I am.
Come on, exactly. You look a bit sad.
Well, of course, you know, it's not like a happy moment, but, you know, it's so hard being up against two talented, like these two have never put a foot wrong, and I feel I wouldn't be deserving to take one of their spots in the top two. So.
Aww. And he's a nice guy. Put him back in. No. It's an all-girl grand final now.
Yeah, I know.
But you're going to be back.
I will be
back. For the grand final.
I will.
As are all the whole 10.
As will.
So we're all looking forward to it. One more time for the entire thing he's done in the whole series. Will.
Thank you.
And that's it. We will see you next time for the grand final. Everybody's coming back and he's going to do a song. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you then.
Don't miss the last episode of the series, Chantel versus Paula. These two incredibly talented contestants will battle it out to claim the title of the very first Perth Star.
I'll give you something to talk about.
The top 10 will also be back for a special group performance. This will be a night not to miss.
The winner of Perth Star 2010 is... When the day